Tuesday! Happy Tuesday! The wind's howling. I have no idea how this audio is going to be, so bear with me. But I figured I would do the morning report while I'm still fishing because it's been a fantastic morning. I got 4 keepers already, 5 shorts, and a big sheep's head, and I've only been fishing for an hour. And the first 20 minutes, I didn't catch anything. We got a big east wind this morning here on the west end, and it's got these fish riled up, and it's been a lot of fun. Everything's been on a blade bait. I have thrown a couple other things early this morning before I caught anything, and I didn't have any takers. The first 2 keepers of the morning were on homie, and then when this sun got up nice and bright, I switched over to a silver Awakening Angler Signature Series I1 blade. It's silver with silver prism, and that has done some damage here in the last few minutes. And the beauty is, so that little, and if it wasn't so rough this morning, as you can see behind me, we got a stiff east wind. It's blowing at least 15. We got 2 footers, maybe a little bigger. But most of these fish that I've caught today have hit it on the fall, straightening the line right out. Like, no mistaking it. Anybody could have felt that bite. You jig it up and it goes, and as it's falling like this. It's been fantastic. It's been a lot of fun. I'm all bundled up. I'm warm now, but this morning I was a little chilly, and this wind was a little stiff, so I put my gear on, got my back to it. I had somebody ask me the other day about cadence and all that on a jig and wrap style bait. I did throw them this morning. I threw a couple shiver minnows this morning for a few minutes, but I didn't do anything, so I went back to the blade, and I'm glad I did because they were eating it pretty good. But real quick, and we're going to talk about blades because that's what I'm fishing. That's what my success has been on today. But as far as that goes with the jig and wrap, in my experience and for me, I preface my statements always by saying what works for me is I like to snap them off the bottom. I think that the snap and the pop when they come off bottom is the trigger. And then they jump like this, and then they go one way or another. Depends on them. I don't know. But for me, I don't care what size it is, what style, jig and wrap style bait it is. For me, it's all about the pop off the bottom. And I think that's the trigger that gets these fish to go. Now today, fishing the blade bait, I've just done my normal cadence, which for me is, and as it's falling, I'm taking up my slack. So by the time that bait hits the bottom again, I'm tight to it. I watch my line go like this, which means it's on the bottom, and then I jig it back up again, like that. So that's my rhythm when it comes to a blade fishing. I basically, you can see as I catch that bait on the way down, I catch up to it. And then as soon as it hits the bottom, I'm ready to bring it up again. Now, that's personal preference. You can let it sit on the bottom for a minute, not a minute, but like, anywhere from a 1 to a however many count, and sometimes they will absolutely pick it up right off the bottom without question. I can't tell you how many times you set your rod down because you're netting a fish for somebody, and you come back and that lure's been sitting flat on the bottom, and you pick it up and start to go again, and there's one there. That is not uncommon. So, but I'm typically, it hits bottom, boom, and then back up. That's my rhythm. Sometimes I'll adjust that. You know, when the colder water, you know, it's real cold, I tend to go slower. But this time of year, I mean, it's still 66 degrees out here on the surface. It's still very, very warm. Today is October 1st. Oh, I can't believe it. It was just 4th of July the other day. But it's October 1st. You know, in the old days, this would be the start of the new calendar year for us outdoorsmen. Today's opening day of bow season. Today's opening day of small game season. So and it's also game on for walleye fishing. I wanted to turn this on and see if I could get my final keeper with you guys on camera. I hope the audio is good. If it wasn't quite so rough, I had one spot here I'm coming up to, because I just came back up and I'm in another drift now. And I had 4 casts in a row with fish. Normally I would have probably spot locked right there, but in this rough water it probably wouldn't have been the easiest thing to do, so I just kept drifting. But there was a pile of them right there, that's for sure. Good bait. I'm seeing a lot of bait in the west end, which means these fish are going to move back in here, and it looks like they already have. So this is the 2nd day in a row now. Yesterday I was out with Paul, and we got him. We didn't kill him, but we got him. And considering it was my first day back out here in over a month, especially on this end, I was very happy, and I'm tickled pink to come out here and get right at him again. Oh, there he was. There he was. He just ripped it on me. I had one today reeling it up off bottom, hit it halfway up the water column. Everything again today. After every fish, I rejuice with the Plotsky Fire Gel Walleye. I tagged Plotsky yesterday in my video, and they were so cool they actually responded and made a comment. And then I responded back to them and said, listen, I bet you my viewers would love to have an October giveaway for Fire Gel. So we'll see. Respond today to this video and tag Plotsky and say you'd love to see us partner up and do the Awakening Angler and Plotsky Scents and do a giveaway for October. Tag them in the comments below and let them know how far we have a reach and how many people would be interested, because it's a great product. I use it all the time. It sticks to your lure. It's not like regular liquid scent that is gone, I think, pretty much right away. This gel sticks right to it, and I've had outstanding luck. Most people know Plotsky is for cold weather fishing. They do a lot of stuff with cures and stuff for salmon eggs and trout eggs and trout salmon anglers, but they got love for the warm water guys too. I have the Fire Gel bass that I use when I'm bass fishing, But this walleye I use all the time, and they love it. And it comes in multiple flavors. I know there's crayfish, there's different minnow flavors, there's species specific flavors. So they've got quite the assortment of products. But I like this fire gel. I like it at all. All right, let's get serious. Let's get our last one here and get out of here. Well, these fish are on the clock because I'm only letting this go this long. We'll see if I can't get another one. So if I don't get one on this cast, I'll hang up and I'll see you guys tomorrow. But hopefully we get another one right here. And I hope this audio is good because this wind's howling. But I'll tell you, I like an east wind in the west end. I mean, I don't want to get the crap pounded out of me, but it always seems to turn these fish on. And somewhere here in the west end, when this big east wind blows in, you can find them somewhere. All right, well, I didn't get them, so thanks everybody for joining me. I'll see you tomorrow out here, same time, same spot. I did a lot of that today. My right arm's killing me. Keep your tip up.